This is A Course of Love, reading 112. This will begin chapter 29, Attention, but we're going to start with the last paragraph of chapter 28, Bearing Witness. When one thinks there is so much to say, one forgets to listen. Be guided in your going out. Be restrained in what you say. Be attentive in your listening. Where you are is where you are supposed to be. The path to follow to all changes will be shown to you, if you will but be attentive. If you follow the way that is shown to you, all uncertainty will end. Uncertainty is where difficulty lies. Certainty and ease as surely go together. There are no more decisions for you to make. There is only a call for a dedicated and devoted will, a will dedicated to the present moment, to those who are sent to you, and to how you are guided to respond to them. One will be a teacher, another a student. The difference will be clear if you listen with your heart. Attention. To attend is to be present and to be of service. This is the meaning of which we speak when we ask for a commitment to life that requires your attention. It is both a request for focus and readiness and a request for service that can only be given in the present by a mind and heart available to the requirements of the present. It is the appropriate attitude for the time of tenderness, as it is an attitude of ministry. Your function cannot be known to you while you shy away from the idea of service. Whether you realize it or not, you associate service with subjugation, particularly the idea of service to a higher will or higher cause. Some of you associate it with a lack of free will, a lack of choice, a course that will lead you to a subservient stature. Others think of it in terms of charity and continue to see a difference between those who would serve and those who would be served. Few of you have as yet integrated this course's definition of service into your lives. But now you shall, for you cannot bring the learning you have done here into an engagement with life and not realize the true meaning of service, or in contrast, the true meaning of use. You who have so worried over what to do have both welcomed and feared the idea of some kind of service being required of you. There is no mystery to this, as this kind of service in your society is one of enforced duty, as exemplified by your military service. You have no notion, as did people of the past, of being of service to God. This is a symptom of the reign of the ego and its ability to both aggrandize your notion of yourself and to minimize it. To be of service to God is not to be a slave to God, but to attend to God, to give God your attention and your care. You who would cry, "God, make use of me," only need to give to God your devotion and your willingness to serve instead of use. Further, you need to let the universe be of service to you rather than trying to use the universe to accomplish your goals. These adjustments in your attitude towards service will bring about the completion of the cycle of giving and receiving and the beginning of wholeness. This is as true for your own goal of wholeheartedness as it is for any wider goal of unity, for they are the same goal. Wholeheartedness is unity regained. Your return to unity is your return to your full power and your ability to be of quite literal service to God and your brothers and sisters. If God were to speak to you himself and tell you of what means your service would be to him, he would but tell you this: "My child, return to me." God has no will apart from yours. Your return to unity is all God seeks for himself and for all his children. The return to unity was my accomplishment, and all that is meant by what I have often repeated here. Only you can be accomplished. Your service is but dedication to this goal. My return to unity accomplished this goal for all are one in me and one in unity. This is why you have no need to concern yourself with anything other than this goal. Your realization of this goal's accomplishment is your realization of your divinity, a state unaltered and yet in need of your recognition and return. While this goal may at first appear to be one of selfish intent and individual gain, it is not. A return to unity is a return to unity. From within the center, the core of unity, your accomplishment goes out to the world, as mine once did. The time of tenderness is the time of your approach to unity. The atonement that is accomplished here is the means of opening the gate to your approach. No one has closed this gate to you, but you, by your own hand, pulled it shut as you departed your heavenly home, and you do not remember that your own hand can open it once again. It is a gate of illusion, of mists, of clouds before the sun. Your hand is outstretched now, and your light is clearing away the mist. The gateway to unity stands before you, an arch of golden light beneath the rainbow, vibrant with colors of life. Life, not death, assures your approach. God Himself will guide your entry. This was reading 112. Breathe deeply in. Take in everything and slowly release it all. Exhale, release. Let your mind empty. Inhale again, taking in everything, all that you tried to understand in this last reading, everything. And just exhale and release and allow yourself to be empty, just to be, and trust that what we have read will speak to your heart and remind you of your knowingness. Go forth today in blessings.